What's up, lawn care fanatics? Hey, I got one for you today. I know I was saying that when I hit 1,000 subscribers I'd start doing yards for free, yada yada. Well, I got a call from this gentleman here at this house right there, and well, actually he was referred to me through a mutual friend. And how's it going? He's having a rough time of it, man. Like, the guy, he unfortunately, he can like barely walk. Like, he showed me around last weekend when I came and looked at the property, and he's having a tough time getting around. So what I'm going to do, I told him, hey, you know, I personally don't know what his income situation's like, and I didn't really want to ask him too much because I guess this is more kind of a recent thing he's been dealing with. So told him, I said, hey, if you just let me film it, don't worry about it. So that's what he agreed. So I'm gonna take you along a ride. I'll show you around the property, and then I think we'll start with the string trimmer, do things kind of backwards. Start with the weed eater, weed eat around a little thing. It's not a big lot, but the grass it's pretty tall, especially when we get to the back. So I'll show you that. So yeah, let's get started. I got the chest mount today, so hopefully that'll get a little bit better of a wider POV for you. So let's start here in the grass in the front yard. It's pretty up there. I'd say it's about 1.5 foot, but this is the front. So it's, like I said, not a huge lot, and there's not a lot to do right around this side. Like an idiot, I forgot my hedge trimmers at the house, because I could have taken care of like getting the bushes cleaned up a little bit, but that'll be next time, because he said he wants to do regular service, which I don't mind providing that service for free given his circumstances. So he said I can film out here, so we'll take you on a ride every week that we're out here. So we had that. Here is where the grass definitely starts to get tall. I'm 6'2" and she's up to my knees, guys. This is every bit about 3 foot. And we had to be careful, because he warned me when I came out here last week. There's this hole right there by the septic that I'm gonna weed eat that out, get it cleaned up. But I mean, it's pretty, to be honest with you, it's not bad. I mean, we'll just get these sticks and stuff picked up, toss them over the fence over there, and pretty self-explanatory. So we'll get that picked up, weed eat around the trees out back here, hit the front, move the garbage can. We'll get to mowing, blow it off, and then there we go. We'll bring the hedge trimmers out next time, but let's get started. That's a big one right there. Oh boy. There's some nice sized logs right here. Oh boy. I'll tell you guys what, it's probably every bit of 100 degrees out today. And this bucket hat I got on, I'll never go without it again. This thing is so nice. If you guys are in the lawn care industry, you ain't got a bucket hat, you need to get one. I was wearing those. Ooh, there's a roach on that one. Look at it. I was wearing those BC lawn care ball caps. And I'm like, why am I so hot at the end of the day? Well, the answer to that question is because I was getting burnt. So, and I swear this hat adds like 20 degrees of coolness factor, because you're not sitting out there baking in the sun, which is nice. Alright, we got that little pile cleaned up. Get the rest of these. And I'm sorry guys, I was kind of in a rush to get out of the house. I forgot my other GoPro. I have 3 of them actually. I forgot my other 2. But next time we're out here, because I was gonna maybe do like a time lapse and all that other stuff, but unfortunately you guys are getting the POV treatment today, so that's where it's at. But you'll get the before and after. You already got the before. This after hopefully is gonna look real good. I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna finish getting these sticks, and then Siri's chiming in. I'm gonna finish getting these sticks, and then I'll see you guys when we get the weed eater. I don't know what that is, if that's like a burn pile or what. Either way, we'll just work our way around that. It's a nice little yard. I think it's going to look good once we get this thing cleaned up. I know I said, see, this is the beautiful thing about having ADHD, is all these small stuff. I don't care about that. I'll run that over with a mower. I just need the stuff like that big around them. They're just out the yard. Let me finish my train of thought. The nice part about ADHD is, especially when filming, think about something, I turn the camera back on. Because I told you I'd see you when the weed eater came out, but here we are, still picking up sticks, and I'm giving you my thoughts. And that's gonna, boy, I better get them big old logs out of there. But that's how it happens. That's how an ADHD mind works. One thing pops in there, we got to get it out. Let me try to get some of these bigger sticks. I just saw this. There's a stump we'll have to watch out for. Y'all, you're coming with me. That other stuff that can get ground up. Oh, and another update on the mowers. I've been looking at getting grass flaps for the both of them. It's really nice on their website. You can like type in your make, model, year, all that other stuff, and it'll give you the exact one you need, and a lot of those are no drill applications. So when I get those, we'll make a video on putting them together. But yeah, all right, now one of two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to ADHD and you're going to hear from me in a second, or you're going to see me with the string trimmer. We'll see what happens. See how this looks. That mower will just chew all that up. Not even worried about that. That'll mow. Whew. I'll tell you what, I gotta get one of those handles. You know what I'm talking about? That you put on the weed eater. Yeah. About halfway down the backyard. I just gotta get my arm a break. My lower back's been killing me, so give it a little bit of a break here a second. Stretched out. Let's keep going. this little thing right here. String from let's go get the mower. I'll tell you guys what, heat index today, it's like 110 with the humidity. You can tell it's humid because look at all the clouds. All right, mower looking beautiful as always. What we're gonna do, truck's a mess, I've been doing yards all day, sorry. Get us a little swig of some Dutch Bros. Oh, it's always good. Oh, God, that stuff's good. All right, let's go mow. And before I crank this up, I think I'm gonna do, let's see, 3 3/4. That's good. 3 3/4. That's a good height. All right, let's crank it. All right, back on the trailer. Tell you what, I'm gonna just go hit those couple of spots real quick, and then I'll catch up with you when we blow. All right, y'all, let's blow it off. All right, let's see the after. All right, ladies and gents, a little bit dirtier, but looks a lot better. I took the weed eater back up around here because I forgot to do that, but we weed ate around that and got that strip. Grass looks a lot better over here. Let's go take a look at the backyard though. I decided to double mow the backyard. As you just saw, we blew off the driveway best we could. It's gravel. I don't want to sling rocks into the cars and stuff, but ended up double mowing back here just because it was so thick, and I think it needed it. But there you go. Look at that. You can tell there's a you can tell there's a hole there now. Top around there. And one of these days I'll bring a ladder, we'll clear that. But it looks a million times better. I think I'm gonna give this guy twice a month just because grass here in Florida grows so fast, so gnats. Anyway, that's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead, ring him, tell him, hey, your yards are done, and we'll see you on the next one, y'all. Be easy. Peace.